Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt your legs tremble like jelly, or reached for your coffee cup only to realize your arm can barely lift it? You may think it's just aging, but what if I told you this quiet weakness is not just age? It's a disease. And worse, it's already eating away at your strength silently. And here's the part nobody warns you about. You could lose up to 30% of your muscle mass after 60, even if you feel perfectly fine today. But here's the good news. A few powerful foods, yes, real food, can actually stop this process. Some can even rebuild the strength you thought was gone forever. One of them is probably already in your kitchen. You just didn't know how to use it right. So in this video, we're diving deep into what causes muscle loss after 60, the 6 foods that doctors should be talking more about, and the one nutrition mistake that's robbing millions of seniors of their mobility every single day. Because let's be honest, your ability to stand tall, move freely, and stay independent doesn't come from a pill. It starts with what's on your plate. If any of this hits close to home, leave A in the comments or type strong. If you're ready to fight back with food, let's begin. You eat well, you avoid processed food, you include fruits, vegetables, maybe even a daily smoothie. So why do your muscles still feel weaker year after year? Here's the shocking truth. You can be a healthy eater and still lose up to 30% of your muscle mass after age 60. And it's not because your food isn't good. It's because it's not enough of the right kind. According to researchers at Harvard Medical School, even seniors who feel strong and eat a clean diet are silently losing muscle. Why? Because most traditional healthy diets focus on low-fat, low-calorie, plant-heavy foods, but they often lack enough high-quality protein and muscle-supporting nutrients like omega-3s, B12, and leucine. Your body after 60 is not the same as it was at 30. It no longer absorbs and uses protein as efficiently. You can eat the same meal you did years ago and get half the benefit. Think about this. Many seniors start reducing portion sizes to stay light or skip animal proteins due to cholesterol fears. That sounds reasonable, but what you're actually doing is starving your muscles. Even worse, your muscle-building hormones, like growth hormone and testosterone, naturally drop with age. So unless you double down on the right nutrients, your body just won't rebuild the muscle you lose each day. Common mistake alert. A salad for lunch and toast for dinner might feel light and healthy, but without enough complete protein, it's like expecting your muscles to grow on air. Being healthy is not enough. Being strategic is what makes the difference after 60. Your food needs to work harder now to protect your strength, your posture, your balance, and your independence. So if even clean eating isn't enough, what is the answer lies not in supplements or expensive powders, but in a powerful list of everyday foods that science now shows can help rebuild muscle even after 70. Let's explore them, starting with a food you've probably overlooked for years. Let's face it, when our bodies change with age, the first thing many of us reach for is a bottle, a supplement, a prescription, a promise in pill form. But what if I told you the real power to protect your muscles doesn't come from the pharmacy? It comes from your fork. Over the past decade, the supplement industry has exploded, especially in the senior health space. Protein powders, creatine, boosters, amino acid tablets, anti-inflammatory capsules. They all claim to help you stay strong and mobile. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body was designed to recognize nutrients in food, not synthetic forms. When you eat salmon, your body knows exactly what to do with the omega-3s. When you eat Greek yogurt, your gut absorbs the casein protein slowly and efficiently. But when you pop a capsule, your body may struggle to break it down, or worse, store it as waste. Let's compare. Real food delivers a combination of nutrients, protein, plus vitamins, plus fiber, plus enzymes working together like a symphony. Supplements often isolate one piece of the puzzle, leaving the rest behind. And while supplements can be helpful in very specific cases, relying on them instead of nutrition is like patching a roof while the foundation crumbles. A recent study followed 2 groups of older adults with muscle loss. One group relied on powders and supplements. The other group got their nutrients from real foods like quinoa, walnuts, and fatty fish. After 6 weeks, the real food group gained twice the muscle strength and mobility, and they didn't experience the digestive issues or inflammation flare-ups the supplement group did. There's a reason your grandparents didn't rely on pills to stay strong. Food is medicine, Not fast, not flashy, but real, and your body knows how to use it. So what should you eat specifically to protect and rebuild muscle after 60? Coming up, we're diving into 6 power foods that research shows can make a visible difference sometimes in just a few weeks. And I guarantee a few of them are already in your pantry. Let's take a closer look. Now that we know food is stronger than pills, let's talk about which foods actually protect your muscles. And just as important, how to use them right. Because a food is only powerful when it's part of your routine, not just something you read about and forget the next day. We've grouped these 6 muscle-saving foods into 3 simple categories, so you'll remember not just what they are, but when and why to eat them. Energy sustainers, brown rice and quinoa. These 2 whole grains are often overlooked, yet they're essential for daily energy and stable strength. Brown rice gives your body a slow, steady stream of complex carbohydrates, fueling your muscles during activity and helping prevent fatigue. Quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids. That's rare in plant-based foods and vital for muscle repair. How to use them. Brown rice, add 1 or 2 cups to your lunch or dinner with salmon or beans. Quinoa, perfect for breakfast bowls with eggs or lunch salads with leafy greens. Mini reminder, without fuel, even the best muscles fade. Energy first, then strength. B. Anti-inflammatory muscle guards. Walnuts, blueberries, and flaxseed. Muscle loss isn't just about aging, it's also about inflammation, and these 3 foods help fight it naturally. Walnuts are rich in omega-3s, which calm inflammation and lower cortisol, a stress hormone linked to muscle breakdown. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, antioxidants that protect muscle fibers and improve recovery after physical activity. Flax seeds, especially when ground, provide plant-based omega-3s, fiber for gut health, and lignans that reduce oxidative damage. How to use them. Add a small handful of walnuts to yogurt or oatmeal. Toss blueberries into smoothies or cereal. Mix 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed into soup, salads, or baked goods. Caution: never eat whole flax seeds. They pass through undigested. Always grind them fresh or buy them ground. Many lesson: muscles break down in silence when inflammation runs wild. These foods are your natural shield. See Overnight Recovery, Heroes Cottage, cheese and Greek yogurt. Your body does its best muscle rebuilding while you sleep, but that only works if you give it the right tools before bed. Cottage cheese is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles all night long. Greek yogurt also contains casein plus probiotics that boost gut health and nutrient absorption. How to use them. Enjoy 1-2 cup of cottage cheese with a drizzle of honey and berries as a nighttime snack. Eat Greek yogurt 30-60 minutes before bed. Plain unsweetened with optional walnuts or cinnamon. Pro tip: choose full-fat versions for better vitamin absorption and hormone balance. Small lesson: you don't build muscle at the gym, you build it in your sleep. But only if you feed it right before you close your eyes. Now that you know what to eat and how to use it, there's still one big mistake that holds many seniors back. Even if they're eating all the right foods, let's talk about that mistake and how you can fix it today. Let's clear something up. One of the most common and costly mistakes seniors make when it comes to their health is not eating enough protein. And no, we're not talking about bodybuilders or athletes. We're talking about you, if you want to stand, walk, lift, and live independently into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Here's the problem: as we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing protein. So while a 30-year-old might need 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, people over 60 may need 1.2 to 1.5 grams, almost double, just to maintain muscle. But most seniors are doing the opposite. They're eating less, thinking it's lighter or easier to digest, and instead of spreading protein across the day, they'll often eat a small breakfast, skip lunch, then have all their protein at dinner. That doesn't work anymore. Let's break this down with a simple example. Say you weigh 150 pounds, that's about 68, or to maintain strength, you'd need 800 grams of protein per day. That's 20 mungers at breakfast, Greek yogurt, plus nuts, 30 quailers at lunch, quinoa bowl with eggs or fish, 30-40 gram at dinner, lean meat, lentils or tofu, and a 10-gram bedtime snack, cottage cheese, or a protein-rich smoothie. Sound like a lot? It is, because your body needs more help now than it did before. Common mistake alert. Many seniors rely on carbs, toast, crackers, soup for energy. But without protein, your muscles don't have the building blocks they need to stay alive. Small lesson: Think of protein like bricks. You can have all the tools and space to build a strong house, but without bricks, nothing holds. After 60, you need to deliver bricks consistently every single day. Practical fix. If eating large meals is hard, try smaller portions more often. Here's a simple plan. Breakfast Greek yogurt plus 1 tablespoon flaxseed, 20-gram snack boiled egg, plus fruit, 10-gram. Lunch, grilled chicken, plus a quinoa, plus vegetables, 30-gram. Dinner baked salmon, plus a brown rice, 30-gram. Evening cottage cheese, plus blueberries, 10-gram. Your muscles will thank you. But protein isn't the only piece of the puzzle. Even if you're eating the right foods in the right amounts, there's something else quietly affecting how much your body can actually absorb. It's hidden in your gut. Let's talk about the one system that controls how well your food becomes your strength. You could eat the perfect foods, get your protein levels right, time your meals before bed, and still lose muscle. Why? Because none of it matters if your gut isn't absorbing it. Most people forget this. Your gut is the gatekeeper. It decides what gets absorbed, what gets wasted, and what gets stored. And as we age, gut health declines, silently affecting digestion, nutrient uptake, and even inflammation. If your gut is inflamed, leaky, or overloaded with processed foods and antibiotics from years past, then all that salmon, quinoa, and Greek yogurt, it might never reach your muscles at all. Let's break it down simply. Muscles need amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s. All of that comes from food. But food only works if it's broken down properly and delivered through the bloodstream. That job belongs to your digestive system, especially your gut lining and your microbiome. And yet, many seniors suffer from poor digestion, constipation, bloating, or irregular bowels and don't connect it to muscle loss. But the science is clear. Poor gut health, poor nutrient absorption, muscle weakness. So what can you do? Start by nourishing your gut flora, the friendly bacteria in your digestive tract. You can do this by eating probiotics, Greek yogurt, kefir, fermented veggies, adding prebiotic fiber like flaxseed, oats, garlic, bananas, reducing inflammatory foods, overly processed snacks, excessive sugar, artificial sweeteners, drink more water, move a little every day. Even a 15-minute walk helps digestion. Small lesson. You're not just what you eat, you are what you absorb. And if your gut is unhealthy, no muscle food in the world can help you recover properly. Now that you understand the missing link between your gut and your strength, let's talk about how to bring all these pieces together. In our next section, I'll show you how what you eat tonight could shape how strong you feel tomorrow morning and every day after that. Here's something no one ever tells you at the doctor's office. Your muscles don't grow when you move. They grow when you rest, and especially when you sleep. But rest alone isn't enough. You have to feed your body the right raw materials before bed so your muscles can repair and rebuild through the night. Think about it. When you go to sleep, your body enters a fasting state. No food, no fuel. If you haven't given your muscles what they need beforehand, they start breaking down instead of building up. That's why what you eat tonight, yes, tonight, could determine whether you wake up feeling steady and strong or stiff, sore, and struggling to get out of bed. The key: smart nighttime nutrition. Foods like cottage cheese, high in slow-digesting casein protein. Plain Greek yogurt packed with protein and probiotics. Walnuts or flaxseed help reduce inflammation during sleep. Blueberries boost antioxidant activity and cellular repair. These foods work while you sleep, delivering amino acids and nutrients over several hours. They help your body rebuild instead of deteriorate. Mini habit idea. Try a small bowl of Greek yogurt with blueberries and crushed walnuts. 30 minutes before bed. Not only is it delicious, it may be one of the most effective muscle-preserving habits you can build starting tonight. Small lesson. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet to stay strong. One simple meal choice at night can shape the way your body heals and moves tomorrow. It's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about doing something consistently. And if you're wondering where to start, don't worry. In our final section, I'll walk you through a simple 3-day meal plan that brings all of this together in a way that's realistic, doable, and delicious. Let's build your strength one plate at a time. Now you know the science, the silent danger, the missing protein, the powerful foods, and the gut connection. But knowledge means nothing without action. So let's make it simple. Here's a 3-day starter plan you can begin tonight to start protecting your muscles and rebuilding your strength. No fads, no fancy supplements, just real food, real fuel, real results. Day 1, rebalance your plate breakfast. 2 boiled eggs, 1 2-cup Greek yogurt with blueberries, 1 slice whole grain toast, lunch of wine quinoa and black bean salad, sliced avocado and spinach, a small apple. Dinner, grilled salmon, steamed broccoli, 1 tanawan, near and marina 2-cup brown rice. Before bed, 1 to 2-cup cottage cheese with crushed walnuts. Focus, start the habit of spreading protein across meals. Day 2, add in the anti-inflammatory power breakfast. Oatmeal with ground flaxseed, cinnamon, and banana slices. Herbal tea, lunch, lentil soup, hanawan, whole grain roll, mixed greens with olive oil. Dinner, suri quinoa, roasted chicken thigh, sweet potato, roasted Brussels sprouts. Before bed, plain Greek yogurt with 1 tsp honey and a few blueberries. Focus, fight inflammation while boosting gut health. Day 3, build the bedtime routine breakfast. Scrambled eggs with spinach, 1 to 2 avocado on whole grain toast. Lunch, tuna salad with mixed greens, quinoa on the side, orange slices. Dinner, baked tofu or lean beef, sautéed green beans, Bontermonner 2-cup wild rice. Before bed, cottage cheese with flaxseed and a dash of cinnamon. Focus, build a consistent nighttime routine to support overnight recovery. Small lesson, you don't need to change everything to start seeing change. Start with 3 days. Build consistency, not perfection, because what you eat today doesn't just feed your body, it protects your future. If this video gave you clarity, hope, or a starting point, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love, someone who deserves to stay strong, mobile, and independent. And let us know in the comments, which of these muscle-saving foods will you try first? Thank you for watching. Stay strong inside and out.